One of the first things I did when I came out was I made a comment in one of my support groups that I was like, why is all the women's underwear all pastel colors, not just a plain color? A friend of mine turned to me and goes, buy the men's. Hello, YouTube. My name is Derek. I'm a 43-year-old queer trans man who has been transitioning for about 3 years now. I also have ehlers-danlos syndrome, and I do suffer from anxiety and depression with suicidal ideation and thoughts sometimes. Self-care is a big deal for me because of that. I've learned a lot of little things that help along the way. But I find that I don't just do self-care during the holidays. Now, to me, the holidays are the most important time to talk about self-care because many of us are going home. Many of us are going to extended family. Many of us are going to families of choice. And sometimes family doesn't always get along. I've had to move back home because of my top surgery. It was the only way we could afford it. My dad and I don't get along very well. It doesn't matter whether the holidays are coming up or anything else, any time of the year. It's this palpable tension that's always in the air. Like you can taste how tense everybody is when he's in the room. And it makes it very toxic and very uncomfortable to be around him. So I tend to hide in my room, and that causes me to be even more isolated. I've had to learn where my voice is so that when I feel like he's bullying me, I can lash back out. And it was really hard to do because my dad, to me, my whole life was a scary, scary man. And I don't mean in a like abusive way. I mean in a way where you would not misbehave with this guy as your babysitter ever. Like you would never misbehave. So it kept me in line kind of. But in moving home, it's really brought out the tension that's there. And some of it I know is because I was a stupid idiot when I was like in my early 20s, and I made a lot of silly, stupid mistakes. Mistakes that hurt my family. Mistakes that I've apologized for. But my dad can't get past it. My mom and I got past it. We just, clean slate for everything. But my dad can't. So I feel like I'm constantly doing self-care. But I wanted to bring up this topic because of the holidays. Some of you are just new to your transition. Some of you are very early. Some of you are later. Some of you are in the middle. We're all in different places. I am 43 years old, and I am not ashamed to admit I still have my blankie. My mom made my first blankie before I was born, and it was white. All that's left of it is like a string because it literally disintegrated. And it was laid on me when I was a baby. And I started putting my fingers through it, and it became my blankie. This is the second version I have. And this one's like massive. Like seriously, it's huge. But this is what I do for my anxiety. Like I like to put my fingers through it and stuff. I will, actually when I was first dating my ex-husband, I would actually bring this with me because I just can't sleep without it. It's so soft and it's so comfortable, and some of it's the softness of it against my skin, being able to feel that. It keeps me from biting my nails because I will bite my nails until they go down to like this goes down to a second knuckle. This one, first knuckle, not that one doesn't go very far. That one goes almost halfway down the knuckle, but I bite my nails like crazy. And one of the things I'm trying to do is I want to stop. So I bring this with me even to the movies. I bring it with me if I have a doctor's appointment. I'll bring a version, either a smaller one, like that's small, that was a test version, or I'll bring like a larger version and just put it in my bag. That even if I'm not going to be somewhere where I'm home, at least having that with me helps a big deal because I can run my fingers through it and it calms me down. It calms down my anxiety, and I end up wrapping myself into doing little patterns like like I'll put it in this way and then out that way, and I'll just keep going to see how many I can put on my finger before it has to come off. But that's one of the things I like to do. Some of the other things that make me feel good for self-care is, I use this shirt during the holidays. It's a shirt that a friend of mine made. My mom was struggling at least last year with the name. And so it really helped them out to remember my name and remember to use my name. She made this shirt, and on this side it says he, him. Some other things I do for self-care is going to work out. I like to work out, and it makes me feel good afterwards. The stuff I get that's stressful for me comes from everybody in my family. I know that they see me as the idiot child in the family, the one that never got anywhere, never did anything. If I remember something different, it's like, oh, well, you don't remember things very well, Derek, so mine's the memory that's better. So I feel like I'm always up against this obstacle that's an immovable obstacle, and it's very frustrating because they think that I'm not telling the truth or I'm not remembering something correctly. Because, of course, I'm the one who never remembers anything correctly while they do. And if you knew my family, you'd know that's not true. You know, my mom forgets things way more than I do. But it's very, very frustrating because it's like I can't win no matter what I do. I can't win with my dad. I can't win with my sister. I can't win with my mom. You know, it's just, I feel very awkward when I'm over there. When I get depressed and I start having suicidal ideation, I will turn around and first I'll tell myself, okay, just go watch a show for a little while. Watch one show. And I watch that one show. And then I'll be like, let's watch another. And I'll just keep going that way. Literally like one show at a time, just putting my foot forward to try to get out of that. And if I need more help, I go get more help. But when I've been in situations like that, that's what I've done. I'll just start watching one show, and then I'll watch another show, and then maybe I'll go play a video game or something to take my mind off of it. And that sometimes it helps, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes I need more help, but it was important for me to express to my mom that she hadn't done anything wrong. It wasn't her fault that I get depressed. It just happens sometimes. And there's nothing that they did to make it happen. So them knowing that seemed to help a lot too.